Hey, I wanted to do some videos on questions I'm being asked a lot here lately. So I had a lender call me yesterday. He's trying to help a family liquidate mom's estate, and he had some questions. And I thought this is a really good time to get on here and tell you guys, um, you have to be very careful if mom or dad is going into a nursing home. And so I wrote down some notes. So let's say mom gets put in a nursing home and she can afford to pay her own way. That means the state has not stepped in and is paying her bill. So if mom gets put in, she's paying her own bill and she has this house and she still has all this money. And so she's paying and paying and paying. And in the third year, it all runs out and she has this house. You will have to sell that house to get any equity out of it. Now, let's say that you've sold that house and the money runs out that you got for the house. Now you're going to have Social Security step in and start paying the bill. Social Security will look back 5 years to see if there is any assets that were depleted by any family members or whoever trying to hide money. So just be aware that, if mom has assets, that if she gets put in a nursing home and she outlives those assets of what they're worth, that the state will do a look back. So I also had a friend of mine who his dad owned two properties and neither of them were worth, anything. We were going to have to do a short sale on them. And so him being put into a nursing home, the nursing home, looked at all of his assets. Social Security stepped in and they said, you have to sell those assets. You cannot have any asset in your name when the state actually takes over your medical payment care. So we had to do a short sale on both of those properties and get them out of his name. We did sell them, and I will tell you that they required that we sell them at least at tax assessment, and they were not even worth that. So I had to fight Social Security and tell them, show them that these properties were not worth what the tax assessment said. And I was able to sell them even shorter. So I had to fight the bank and Social Security. Got both of those properties sold to different buyers in two different counties on the same day. So it was really a crazy deal, but I got it done. Um, so let's say that, mom is in the nursing home, you put her in the nursing home, and she is paying her way. And in 3 years, she runs out of all that money. Any bank accounts, any houses, anything of asset, any bonds. So right now I'm dealing with somebody who has a shoebox full of bonds that mom has. And every time she needs one, she goes in to the nursing home and has mom sign these bonds. And I said, when originally she got put in the nursing home, you should have became power of attorney. And now she's fighting with her mom over the power of attorney because, the state can step in at any point and have to take over and they'll take the assets. So um, I'm also the lender that called me. So one of the things that he is dealing with is the family wants to sell the house for what is owed on it and then resell it right away and get the profit. And I said, absolutely not. Like the state yeah, mom is paying her own way, but they're gambling that in the next 5 years that she is going to be able to pay her way. And if something happens and the state steps in, they can deny that claim and not have to take care of her. So you can't hide from the government, as we all know. But I just wanted to talk about a little bit about elder law. If you have any questions, you really should have an elder law attorney, somebody who deals with, the old people. So that all assets are protected. Like everything I own is in a trust and it flows right to my kids when I go. So it's also a living trust so that if I need to use my estate for my care, if I become incapacitated, that I can do that. So always get a trust, but some people don't. But thought I would just come on here and talk a little bit about that. I'm going to be touching on some other subjects that people are asking me. We're going to be talking about forbearance and foreclosure and modifications and all that stuff. So, all right, talk to you guys soon.